Coming at you from the OLR podcast studio.
It's really more of a basement.
Coming to you from the OLR basement studio.
But it's still a podcast.
Coming to you from the podcast basement studio.
Yeah, but you still need to say OLR.
Coming to you from the OLR podcast basement studio.
Oh, that's way too many words.
Coming at you.
That's not enough. You still need to say OLR.
Let's just start. It's OLR. Welcome to the show called One Lane Road Podcast with Lucas and DK. I'm Lucas.
I'm DK.
I was using my best radio voice. Did you like it?
No.
Okay. All right.
Thought it was a lot. I thought you know what?
I was a little over the top.
I'm going to need you to be over the top because I'm not over the top tonight. But you know what I am, Lucas?
Tell me.
I'm hashtag blessed.
Oof. Gotcha. We're not going to follow that one. Well, a couple of quick stories that I saw while we were standing here.
Can I do this real quick before you start?
Yeah, go ahead.
It's been a while since our listeners have heard that distinct.
That's a distinct sound.
And tonight's episode of the One Lane Road Podcast.
One Lane Road Podcast. So,
is brought to you by cold, refreshing Busch Light.
You've been following the story of Chris Laundrie. No, not Chris Laundrie. That's his dad, possibly. Anyway, the Laundrie and Gabby Petito case. Have you heard about Gabby Petito?
Yeah.
So that guy's still on the run. They come out. Here's a surprise for you. Guess what? They come out with a cause of death for the girl. It was homicide. Imagine that.
Nobody saw that one coming.
Nobody saw that one coming.
No.
Strangulation was the cause of that one. He strangled her to death.
What does that have to do with him mowing the yard?
This is his dad. For whatever reason, Chris Laundrie mowing the lawn less than 24 hours after a coroner determined their son's fiancée was killed by strangulation. What that has to do with anything, I have no idea. Why wouldn't you mow the yard?
Well, look at his yard. It needed it.
If there's any yard that ever needed to be mowed, it's Chris Laundrie's yard. I don't understand what the news is actually is here.
He's a week away from needing that thing bush hogged. Look at that.
As a matter of fact,
he's got the same size of yard as Thad Johnson. Thad's got a big zero turn for a gated community.
Chris Laundrie needed Thad to come mow his yard, as a matter of fact.
Thad needs to be mowing somebody's yard to justify having a zero turn mower in a nice, highfalutin subdivision in Hendersonville, Tennessee. He's got a big,
Well, if you can afford to live in Hendersonville, you can afford to have a zero turn.
I'm just saying, You remember those landing strips you saw in girls on Playboy in 1996?
Yeah.
That's the amount of grass that Thad's got in his yard.
And he has a zero turn for it.
And he's got a zero turn, but he's highfalutin.
If he gets his yard mowed, he gets his yard mowed.
Well, Thad's a worker, if anything.
Yeah. Here's the other one I saw. William Shatner got to go into space today. The original Captain James Tiberius Kirk finally got to go to space today. He said he hoped he never recovered.
That's nerdy on another level that you knew the whole name of Dr. Spock or Mr. Spock or Captain Spock or Lieutenant Spock or
Captain Kirk.
Captain Kirk. Why are you
Here's the thing.
It's a face he's making at me, listeners, that you can't see.
Here's the thing.
Star Trek, though.
Yeah.
Star Wars or Star Trek?
Who gives a shit,
I'm just asking, which one's better?
Star Trek, obviously. So.
I think so. I've watched Star Trek before.
Yeah.
But anyway.
William Shatner can now say he's boldly gone where no man his age has gone before. He's certainly not the first person to visit space, but as of Wednesday, the Star Trek veteran is the oldest. At 90, the actor joined Blue Origin, founded by Amazon founder Jeff Bezos in 2000, for its second human spaceflight. Shatner and 3 others were launched in a New Shepard rocket for the aerospace company's West Texas launch site just before 11 a.m. William Shatner, 90-year-old, finally got to go to space.
Looks pretty good for 90 years old.
He does.
I don't imagine
he's
had any facelifts or anything.
I wouldn't think so. I mean,
I'm being sarcastic. Sure,
I think his forehead's, about where half his head used to be.
See,
it's up there.
So why do you act like you agreed with me because I was being facetious, and all of a sudden you're like, "Oh yeah, I think so." Now I'm confused. I'm confused whether you're thinking that man looks good to be 90.
No, he does look good to be 90. However, I do believe he's probably had a facelift.
Stop messing with my emotions. I'm not very smart.
I don't know. I don't know why you're having trouble keeping up with me right now. You're usually faster than I am at this.
I told you I need you to carry the show tonight. Is that too much to ask?
Well, I'm trying, and you're not helping.
I apologize.
Okay. What's going on with you tonight?
Somebody bragged about you. Well, I just hadn't had any sleep.
Yeah, I got you.
I hadn't had any sleep. Okay, you know how you get pissy when you ain't got any sleep. It's like a toddler.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I had any sleep.
I've several times said, "Do you have a toddler?" That's what it's like doing a show with Dustin Kennedy. Those are the things.
Not usually.
Not usually.
Not usually, but I have been on my period a lot here lately on this show. It seems. I apologize for that. I just well, here's the deal. Friday night, not Friday. See, Monday night.
Mm-hmm.
I had a long, hard day with my kids at the Pumpkin Patch, Amazing Acres. You know how it was, amazing, duh. And I got home and I thought, man, I'm going to sleep good tonight. My kids even slept good, and I was on the couch. Most of them I'd fall asleep on the couch on my business. Nope, so I went to bed. Rolled around for a little while, still couldn't go to sleep. Went back to the couch. I was up at 2:15, wondering why I'm still up at 2:15. No nappies in between. Struggled all day long yesterday, just waiting to go home, get in bed.
Yeah.
Then my dad's alarm goes off at his house after midnight. I'm giving the old pillow some hardcore loving. You know what I mean? You know what I used to say in that situation.
I got you.
What would I have said back?
Head.
Previously, I was giving my
pillow
some
head. Right.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you for piecing that together for me. I was asleep so hard, and Lindsay said, "Hey, the alarm's going off at your dad's." And I said, "Give me some underwear or a pistol. Give me the one of the two. I ain't got neither one of them with me right now."
Right.
And I'm gonna need. I remember seeing a guy on a video online. Somebody was trying to break into his house, and he rolled out there in a pair of ball shorts with no drawers underneath, and he's beat this guy's ass, and his ass is showing everywhere. And I didn't want that to be on Rick's cameras. So I rolled down there. I was like, I need some underwear and a pistol. Just hand me one. I'll get the other.
Mm-hmm. Which one you going for?
I got my underwear.
Right.
She gave me the pistol.
You know, here's the thing. I think you probably should have went for the pistol and her got the underwear.
Why?
Because, in case she decides
to cheddar bob me.
Yeah, right in the leg.
You think I'd ever trust my wife handing me a pistol?
Right. That's what you did.
I was asleep. That's what happened.
Yeah, don't do it again.
So what I do after that?
Tell me.
I sit up and watched television.
Oh, WWF wrestling.
More on that later, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
No, I don't even know what I watched, but I was like, well, boy, popcorn would be nice.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm eating popcorn.
2:00 in the morning.
Drinking a grape Kool-Aid jammer.
Oh, yeah.
Chased it with a fruit punch, tropical punch, not fruit punch. And, I don't trust people that say Capri Suns are better than Kool-Aid jammers can go straight to hell, in my opinion.
What's a Kool-Aid jammer?
Kool-Aid jammers have got the Kool-Aid man on it. They're the same in the same pouch.
In the pouch.
It's got the Kool-Aid man on it. And
I just don't like the fact that they only come in they might come in other ones. The only ones we've ever had in our house are grape or cherry or orange. I like the tropical flavors other than just like grape.
They offer grape, cherry, tropical. I just told you tropical punch.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
They do have
but I thought you said
punch.
Capri Sun.
I may have. Here's the deal. I was drinking Kool-Aid jammers, and I really rebel against Capri Sun. And I was telling this to a person at the bank one time. They're like, ooh, quit getting those cheap Kool-Aid jammers. Capri Sun's where it's at. And I was like, maybe I do need to broaden my horizons. I think I used to like Capri Suns, and I got Capri Suns, and they suck.
Okay.
Even if Capri Sun's calling us right now, and he's like, we want to sponsor the One Lane Road podcast, I'd turn them down.
I wouldn't, because we drink a lot of, I don't, but my house drinks a lot of Capri Suns. They're really good.
But do you drink Kool-Aid jammers? So what we would do...
We've had those in the house before, yeah. But they usually they like Capri Suns.
We can't afford Capri Suns in my house, so we drink Kool-Aid jammers because apparently they're cheaper. Here's what I would want you to do in that situation. I would want you to call Kool-Aid jammers and be like, hey, here we got a nice sponsorship on the deal.
On the Capri Sun.
But one half of the team doesn't drink Capri Suns.
So we got to get in on that.
I, on the other hand, have drank both in my life.
Right.
If I were you in a hypothetical situation, and we would be sponsored by Kool-Aid jammers.
Gotcha. I'm with you now. So here you are, 2:00 in the morning, in your underwear with a pistol, drinking a Kool-Aid jammer, eating popcorn.
I mean, that's a country song. People will think they're rebels. I had shorts on. I didn't go in my underwear. I had put underwear on. I took my shorts off to put my underwear on. Then I put shorts back on.
Gotcha.
I didn't go in my underwear. And I put my pistol back up when I got home. So really, no, it was just me. And we can look this up. You know, Capri Sun can be UFC for this week for all I care.
No, I just want to see how much the price are. Somebody was right when they said that cheap ass.
Substantially.
So when they said that cheap ass Kool-Aid jammers, because holy shit, $2 versus $5 is quite a substantial difference. Anyway,
I think so too.
I just didn't know what the price difference was.
Capri Sun fruit punch can't even touch a Kool-Aid Jammer tropical punch.
Okay.
No day of the week.
Okay.
Not even on Sunday. Not even the Lord's Day when you're eating Chick-fil-A.
Gotcha.
Chick-fil-A's not open on Sunday. It's test.
Okay. I don't like Chick-fil-A. Chick-fil-A and Zaxby's are both like I'm having a feud with Zaxby's. I'm still in an open feud with Zaxby's, whether they know it or not.
Because they tried
to charge me $11 for a 6-piece and a sweet tea.
I think Zaxby's is fantastic.
You know, it's not bad.
Chick-fil-A is really good, Lucas. You're going to get over that.
I hate being in a feud with Zaxby's because it was really good.
It is really good.
But, you know, once we start down this road, we got to stay on it.
Well, that's called bitterness. And
yeah.
It's just silly.
I'm bitter, and once I paint myself into a corner, by God, I'm going to stay there.
Okay. I eat a lot of Taco Bell.
Yeah.
Because I want to go to Zaxby's, and Zaxby's they've always got 24 cars. And
the other thing is you can go by Zaxby's now, and sometimes they're just closed. We've been through there twice with the kids, and
it's never closed.
Oh, it is. Like the sign on the drive-through has said twice, closed due to lack of people to run the place.
Well, they need to get their shit together.
They do.
You know, Mini Burger doesn't close for anything.
Right. What is Mini Burger?
Over by our apartments, by the Mapco. You know, on the side of the corner there.
Oh, is it still open?
Damn right, thriving.
Hell
That's what I would call a thriving business. You know, Ocha is about to open in Cookeville. Ocha.
Reopen?
Yeah, they've been closed.
Yeah. That's an Indian cuisine place?
No, it's I lived there for a year, and I don't know I never ate there because I was so.
I believe that's Indian cuisine. I've never eaten there either. I
don't think it's Indian cuisine.
I may be wrong.
Damn.
Yeah.
You know how I know you're not a female?
How?
You just said I think I may be wrong. I could be wrong. Why don't you Google it? Ocha. It's not Indian. I don't think it's Indian cuisine. I think it's like a. I don't know what shit it is.
I don't know.
I mean, how about
maybe it's Thai.
That is exactly what it is. It's Thai. What's the difference between Thai and what you just said?
Indian? I don't know.
Does anybody eat Indian food other than Indians, though? Because nobody wants to really smell like curry. Let's be realistic. That's the worst shit ever. I went into an Indian's apartment one time, you know, Bermanji, Danish, and all them.
Yeah.
And I went back into my apartment, Brianna, and she said,
"You
burn your clothes. Don't wash them, burn them."
All right.
You're skank.
Right there. What does that say? No.
It says noodles, mixed vegetables, roasted chicken, spicy sweet and sour pork, broccoli beef, spicy egg rolls.
That's more
chicken balls.
That's closer to Thai than it is Indian, I believe. Judge my sound of it.
Google an Indian menu. I'm so I don't think I'd ever want to eat it in my life.
I don't know what they have.
Bad breath. Is it not?
I don't know.
Smell it.
I'm not around.
You smell it and you know they're over frying goat. You know it ain't good. It's true, Lucas.
I've never been around that many other than Bermanji.
Bermanji was a real one.
Uh-oh. Something went south there. I broke it.
Jace Fraley got caught up in all the podcasts on his trip back from the beach. He said he was a fan. He liked it. He approved.
Okay.
He said you were just fantastic.
You were going to give me a compliment from somebody a while ago. Was that who you were going to compliment me from?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, good.
I'm glad it's what I'm giving you tonight.
Yeah.
It's what we're going to do tonight, Dustin.
Yeah.
I think that's who it was. I don't think it was anybody else. I'm tired of pumping you up on this show every week. I pumped you up on Andrew Poe's podcast tonight.
Yeah, but you cut me down. You know, you cut me down too. So
no, I didn't.
Don't worry about it.
How'd I pump you down? I cut you down.
I'm not doing it to myself, so we're not doing that.
I didn't know.
So
I said
chicken tikka, chicken Malay tikka, chicken drumsticks. They got a lot of chicken. Tandoori chicken.
But it's actually goat.
Here. I always thought it was shish kebab. It's sheik kebab.
If you want to be shish kebab, it can be shish kebab.
I'm going to call it shish kebab.
Nobody cares about the Indian culture on this. We know they don't. Nobody's going to listen to this like, oh, man, I want to go get some.
Look, all curries are $16. That seems like too much for curry.
I wouldn't. You got to pay me to eat curry, and I'm going to do it by holding my nose like I'm jumping into.
I'm not going to give you $16 to do it. Here's the thing.
That's a terrible culture.
I don't know, but I will not disparage Indian culture on here.
That's terrible. Their food is terrible.
Okay, maybe their food, but
you scared of the Indian culture?
No, I just don't know enough about it to disparage it. Mulagai chicken.
What do you mean?
I just don't know. I don't know anything about it.
You know anything about gas stations?
I'm not doing that.
How about jewelry stores in the middle of a mall that leaves your neck green? You know about those?
Nope.
How about off-scented cologne?
Nope. Don't know anything about it.
Seems like I do, huh?
Seems like it. Seems like you.
Seems like
you know about it and you're ill about it. So
I'm happy about it.
Murish tikka.
Stupid. Stop reading their menu. Nobody's.
You said find their menu.
That's enough of it.
Oh, okay.
That's enough of it. If you read one more thing off that menu, I'm walking out of this studio.
Well, there's nothing else I can say on it anyway. So
Thank God.
I can't read any of those words.
I will never. I'll tell you what, if somebody wants me to eat Indian food, you got to do this with me, no matter what kind of emergency diet you're on over here.
As long as I can count the calories, I don't give a damn.
If you'll Venmo us
the money to go buy Indian
listen,
food.
Pull that menu back up.
No, I'm not reading any more of it. You said you was leaving.
Yeah, that's a lie. Here's the deal. I get to pick our food. Okay, let's look at this menu from type in Cookeville, Tennessee.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Hey, here's the thing.
Somebody's going to Venmo us, or we ain't got no real fans.
Hey, I'll eat almost anything, so it's really not. I'll try almost anything. So there's no Indian food that's going to be like, oh shit, I'm not eating that. You know.
Well, I will do this live on the podcast if somebody Venmos us money.
What's sushi?
To an Indian gourmet delicacy, even I would say an Indian delicacy. I've always loved the Indian culture. I love their food. I love the people.
There may not be any Indian places in Cookeville because
find us one close.
Yeah,
I'll do that. If you drive and get it, I'm not driving anywhere to put myself through pure hell of the Indian delicacies.
Yeah. There apparently isn't any Indian restaurants in Cookeville.
You can message me and Venmo me, and me and Lucas will eat Indian gourmet live on the One Lane Road podcast.
Oh, no, right here. On the Gainsborough Grade.
No, I ain't messing with no Indian.
The name of it is Curry's.
That's got to be a store, I think. It's not a restaurant, surely, is it?
It says 1989 Gainsborough Grade, Cookeville, Tennessee. Dine in.
Listen, the last that says closed down here.
Where's it at?
It says closed because the last review is 2015.
Oh, okay.
It's because the Indian delicacy is terrible.
Okay.
The Indian culture overall is terrible.
Well, all right.
But I love it.
India Palace. Sorry.
That's in Cookeville. That's over there by
well, hell,
Red
let's just
Silo.
go over there and eat. I'll pay.
No, our listeners are going to pay.
I'll do it.
If they don't do anything good for us, they can Venmo us. Indian Palace. Here it is. India Palace. What's the address? 120 West 1st Street, Cookeville, Tennessee. Me and Lucas will go over there and eat.
Let's see what they got. We got to get a tandoori sizzler, whatever that is. Tandoori chicken. Juicy spring chicken, marinated, flavorful. Mild spices, roasted in tandoor. I don't know what any of that stuff is.
Well,
I want to go try it anyway.
I want y'all to Venmo enough money we can live there and go straight to somewhere to finish our meal. Because let's just click on images.
Oh yeah, see right there.
That looks
delicious. Looks really good.
It looks like diarrhea. It looks like
a little bit.
It looks like you're going to be on the toilet.
It looks like it might be a little spicy. See, that's the thing that whenever I've ever seen Indian food, it's always like it's wet.
My wife's not going to kiss me till February.
You know what I mean?
Put that in my. Oh, it is wet. Look at that. And you know what? They even have silverware. That's false advertising because I saw a fork in there. And every Indian I've ever known
eats with their hands.
Eats with their hands while the same one they wipe their butt with without washing. It's a really disgusting culture overall. I don't know if you've heard that about them.
I heard that a while ago about them, truthfully.
They're really disgusting in that culture, really. but they're fantastic people.
Right.
Oh, I've stole the word fantastic for you. I've said it 3 times. You've stopped. You retired the word, and here I am bringing it back off, dusting it off.
Okay. You can have it. You can have
Can I
it.
borrow it for tonight?
Yeah,
'Cause I feel like
you
I'm
can drive it
hell-bent on
around.
using it.
Drive it around. Put the keys in it.
You know,
Mauricio's is really good in Cookeville.
it's not the deal. Actually, Venmo us enough we can finish off at Mauricio's.
At Mauricio's, yeah.
Well, it's close to our anniversary. It's
Why,
almost our
yeah.
200th show, Lucas.
It is getting close.
It is approaching our 200th
Hey, you know
show.
what I thought about doing for our 200th show? This has nothing to do with Indian food or anything.
You want to go live from where?
No.
Okay.
No. I was thinking about this is stupid. I don't even know.
Guarantee it.
You get one of those the really spicy chips or one of those boxes of like super spicy stuff and do it for our 200th episode and film it so you can put it out.
Let's do it.
Okay.
I'm not scared of any challenge on here.
Okay.
I want you to know that I have a really bad diet.
Uh-huh.
I've got a half bad ticker.
Yeah.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
My blood pressure's fine.
Right.
How my blood pressure is fine, as worked up as I get about everything.
Uh-huh.
You think my blood pressure will be off, but it's really not bad. But I will eat a hot chip.
Right.
I may die. That's the way I leave, Lucas. And they say, what if you know, what if you die going doing something you enjoy, you know?
Yeah.
And that's
Oh,
podcasting.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Love podcasting.
Yeah. What's that? Fud Puckers or ain't that the name of that? Who makes that real spicy pepper? There's
Just put a hot chip challenge.
well, there's a new one. There's a new challenge. A new hot chip challenge. It's not just this one right here. By the way, Callie Muscle here. Callie always says that he's not actually on steroids.
Well, he looks natural.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. You can get 270 pounds with a 6-pack easy every
Well,
time.
that's what I'm working on it right now.
Oh yeah.
I'm about 270 myself. You know,
Yeah.
not really. I'm not lean, mean.
Fighting machine.
I'm not writing the book how to lose 50 pounds in 80 days over here kind of shit like some other people. Looking at the scale again. Hashtag blessed. Hashtag humble. Hashtag humility.
53 pounds.
Seen your sister the other day, and I was like, your brother's an asshole,
Yeah.
basically.
Was you going to say senior citizen?
Oh, I'm older than you. What sense would that make?
I don't know.
Cucumber just sent me an old. I've been communicating with our friend
He was-
Joshua today.
Yeah, I have too.
Well, glad you picked up your phone, Josh. When you listen to this episode in 3 years, thank you for messaging me and Lucas both today. He said, God, it's been lost since 2002. Maybe hard to find. That was 18 years ago, by the way, you old bastard. I said, I hate to be the bearer of news, Joshua, but you're older, my friend.
Maybe this Packy one chip challenge. Maybe that's it. Maybe that's the one.
I don't believe in brands, Lucas. You just get us some hot.
I'll get us a hot something and we'll eat it on a 200th episode. You
Let's
can
do
film
it.
it and we'll put it on.
Let's do it. 200 episode, which is, what episode is this?
This will be one in the 192 or 3, somewhere in there.
Tonight is 192, so we're still a little bit away.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Got enough time for shipping and handling to come through. That kind of stuff.
Yeah. Why, yeah.
What else can we do on our 200th episode if if we don't die on the heart attack scene? Could we die from a hot chip challenge?
Yeah, I don't know if anybody has, but if anybody's going to, it'll be one of us.
What a way to go out! That'd be the first time.
That'd be the dumbest way to go out ever.
How ironic was that? We've been trying to go viral for 5 years with this mediocre, piss poor podcast, and one of us dies.
And it finally goes viral.
Well, at least make the Clay County Sentinel, probably.
maybe it would.
Or do they even still make the Sentinel, or is it that other newspaper,
I don't know. Does anybody read
the Voyager,
like
or whatever it's called over here?
Nobody reads like local newspapers anymore.
I look for mugshots. If I know.
I get I get online to find mugshots.
I don't look for people's. That's unfortunate events in people's lives, and I don't go looking for that unfortunate side for people.
There's a magazine called Cuffed that used to make its rounds down at Bonnell.
Yeah,
periodically.
I've seen it.
And they would find people that worked there would unfortunately wind up in it periodically.
That's their own fault.
Wow, yeah, I know.
Think
I
about
hate it
it.
for 'em.
When wasn't their fault? They didn't stumble into a public intoxication. They didn't. They didn't trip into a domestic. It's just
Well, I heard you can trip and fall on it sometimes.
trip, fall, landed on his.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You
that's how.
I've heard that's happened.
That's Grady.
Brian,
Remember Grady?
yeah, Brian Laundrie was that guy's name earlier. Family's attorney reacts to Gabby Petito's cause of death. Did he go, huh, no shit? That's what he said. That was the reaction. That's the only reaction. Yeah, no shit.
So they booked him for strangling the girl?
They can't even find him.
I didn't know. I don't watch. I'm behind, so they don't
gone.
know.
He's gone.
He's with Tupac somewhere.
He's probably in Mexico somewhere.
Mexico.
They said he was on that 20,000 acre thing down there in Florida. He's gone. He's not there.
There's exciting tour news. I just popped up on Facebook. This has nothing to do with me, but I'm excited. Addison Johnson called me at 9:45 last night. I'm sitting there as pre.
You tell him I have 3 kids.
Well, it was on my mobile unit. It didn't ring the house. He lives a musician's life. He don't know about tucking kids in.
The very first thing I would say is, "Hey, buddy, how are you doing?" Before we get started on whatever this conversation is going to turn into, let me just clue you in on something. Got 3 kids. 9 o'clock's probably the end of my speaking time.
That would have been a real dick-headed thing to say.
That's an adult thing to say. But anyway, go ahead.
Addison, like, if you listen to this, which is rare, you probably won't. I didn't. I was pleasant. It was a nice conversation we had last night.
Why? Yeah. But
Don't ever call Lucas past 7:30.
You call me up to 9, but after 9, pretty late.
Central Standard Time, of course.
Whatever this time is.
Central.
Okay.
So Addison Johnson is excited to announce he'll be joining Jason Eady.
Oh, there you go.
On the northeast leg of his tour. Looking forward to seeing all my friends up north. That starts on the 27th. So Addison still be at the North Springs Music Festival. He'll be in Pittsburgh, Rochester, New York, Marlboro, New York, Blairstown, New Jersey, and Washington, D.C. with Jason Eady.
That's really good. Jason's so good.
He's been working on that for a while. Addison's been working on that. We talked about that.
Trying to get in with
several months ago, and he called me one day in Cookville, and he told me they were trying to work on it, and it kind of just didn't happen at the time. And then I know Addison today posted a picture. Remember, I think when we was interviewing him, he had that Jason Eady shirt on, and Eady commented on it. So. Yeah, that's really cool. I'm glad he didn't have to pull out of the North Springs Music Festival to make it happen.
Did the world fall apart a few days ago when Facebook and Instagram went down?
I guess I don't know. Mackie's the only reason I knew it. My work days are so crammed. I don't get on.
How was there like aftermath? Was there massive amounts of people that committed suicide, or what happened there?
I don't know. Mackie just said, your messenger messed up. He kept. I was like, I don't know, and I texted him. And, I was trying to get a sponsor to commit because I was trying to get my banners ready, and I hadn't heard from a guy, and I knew that. That's the only reason I knew it on Messenger, but I didn't get on Facebook. Yeah, I'm sure people were losing their shit.
That's probably the best thing that's happened to the world in a long time.
Yeah, it's better than the president and gas prices.
Yeah. Somebody put stickers on the gas pumps down here in town. It had a picture of Biden pointing at the gas price. It said, "I did that," which is pretty funny. However, it looks like Bob Barker instead.
Well, everything's a little generic down here anyway.
Yeah.
Somebody.
It looks like it's a picture of Bob Barker, and then somebody said, "Hey, did you see the Biden sticker?" I said, "Well, it looks like Bob Barker." Yeah. So it makes more sense. It was funny in my head because Bob Barker and Price is
wrong.
The price is wrong, Bob.
Bob.
Yeah.
That was the TBS version.
Yeah.
on AMC.
I was down there laughing to myself going, "The price is wrong, Bob." That's what the joke I got out of it.
It's they're up there.
Yeah. Yeah, they're fine.
Up there.
It was higher in like 2000. Remember like 2004 whenever we were paying $4.50 a gallon to drive to work down in Morrison? Here's the thing. In 2004, whenever I was co-oping down in Morrison, it was so far of a drive that I pay, and gas prices got so high that I didn't make any money because I had to drive so far. And gas prices
maybe you should have got
a car instead of the F-150.
Is rice burner offensive?
I don't know. It doesn't offend me any. I don't know about.
I bet in 2004 it wasn't offensive, but I bet now it's offensive.
Oh, I'm sure.
Because you know why they call it rice burner.
I do actually know, and I hope that you don't elaborate on it, but
I actually don't know, and I wanted you to tell.
No, I'm not.
Actually,
I actually don't know.
I'm very ignorant about the fact, and I don't know why they call it. So I was wanting you to tutor me on that fact.
Nope.
You want to move on?
Yep.
Can we prank call Mackey's dad on here?
No.
That's not illegal. He's not going to turn us in.
Yeah, we're not going to do that. Why would we prank call Mackey's dad?
Because,
Why would we prank call a retired state trooper?
because I see on TikTok all the time these people making prank calls, and then they're getting all these thousands of views, and I'm like, buddy, you couldn't hold a candle to me.
Right.
I'm the greatest prank caller in the history.
Uh-huh.
I don't brag on myself a lot. I'll acknowledge that I do good things.
Right.
I'll say, hey, I done this. Yeah, I did it.
Right.
But I don't just brag on myself, Lucas. I
Okay.
feel like that was uncalled for, that look of questionality. The questionality you put on your face.
Uh-huh.
You like that word?
I feel
I just made it up.
Yep.
But I am the single greatest prank caller that I know. I don't know anybody else's. I mean,
I get it.
It's well documented. We don't have to talk about it. If you know me, you know me.
Right.
As the kids say, if you know, you know. And I also hate that saying. But I mean, I'm pretty good.
You made me giggle.
I'm just saying, yeah, you giggled, you did giggle. I'm just saying, there's people that's getting TikTok famous off stupid prank calls that ain't even funny.
Uh-huh.
And I know I'm better.
Well, just do it. Do them and put them out there then.
Well, I don't know. I don't know.
I don't know why you wouldn't.
If I got a podcast, I can do it on.
Yeah, but I don't want to participate in that because I'm
a pussy.
Yeah. As far as prank calls go, I never was good at it, and I don't want to prank call people.
Nobody asked you to.
Yeah, you literally did.
By we, I meant me.
Oh, okay. You can prank call somebody if you'd like. However, not on this show. Not on this particular show. I mean, we can stop and start another one. And you can prank call somebody.
Where's the
Where's the hum?
No, the siren.
What does that mean?
It's the fucking fun police over here shutting me down. I didn't want to prank call him anyway.
Well, there you go. See, what are you fussing so much about?
Because I wanted to prank call him.
Oh, all right.
I'm going to.
Well, do it.
I'm going to send it to you first. See if you laugh. If you laugh, I'm like, well, this could have been on the podcast.
Yeah.
It could have got 0 more views for our podcast.
Yeah. Put it on TikTok, see if you get a bunch of views out of it.
Nah, they don't deserve it.
Okay.
I wanted you to be part of it.
Okay. Oh, yeah.
But we're gonna hit it
place.
when we die from our chip challenge and the Indian gourmet. Do you think you're gonna like the Indian gourmet?
I do. I like weird shit.
course
I
you
like
will.
to eat weird shit.
Yeah. You want to elaborate?
Nope.
What else you been up to?
Just losing weight. I bought a bicycle, broke it in 5 miles. In 5 miles, I broke the chain on it.
Imagine what you'd have done to it before you lost all that weight.
That's what I told Kara. I said, if this is too much for that bicycle, could you imagine if I'd have bought it 50 pounds ago?
How much you pay for it, you cheap bastard?
Not as, I'm feuding with Zaxby's over $11, so let's not get, let's not think I bought a $2,000 bicycle or anything. I didn't. I bought a used 2000 model, rode back.
They have years.
Yeah,
bicycles have years.
Yeah, there's also like a bicycle
miles?
blue book. I don't know. They didn't
keep up with that.
Keep up with that.
When's
There's
the
a bicycle blue book. This one does have the original tires on it, or at least the same type of original tires. I'm going to bet that it's not had many miles on it whatsoever.
The only thing I hate worse than Indian culture is grown men who bicycle.
Oh yeah. Wait till you see me in my shorts.
You gonna wear a helmet?
I bought one. Here's
Imagine that helmet.
I told the guy, he said, you need a helmet. I said, you don't have a helmet here that'll fit me. He said, I would imagine that I probably do. I said, you'd be the first place that I've ever went to look for a head accessory and had one that fit. He handed me 4 that fit. He had them everywhere.
Did you buy all 4?
No, I bought
items?
Bought the cheapest one he had.
Of course.
Of course I did.
Free old master.
Yeah. And I told him, I said, look, I don't know if I'm going to do this. I don't know if I'm going to ever pedal this bike after I get it home. I don't need the $150 helmet. This may not go anywhere. Give me the $35 helmet. It's going to protect me. I don't know whether I'll ever pedal again. And if I pedal more than once, then we'll call this a win, and then maybe I'll get something better. But I don't need to start out with the $2,000.
But you broke the damn chain on your bicycle.
Instantly.
Lard ass.
I called him. I called the guy and said, look, this is what I did.
You look great, by the way.
I asked him, I said, look, this is what I did. He goes, yeah. I said, it's pretty standard knowledge that you can't pedal while you're shifting. So, well, I didn't know that. I didn't know that you're not supposed to pedal while you're shifting. I actually don't know how to shift without pedaling. He goes, no, you have to pedal while you're shifting. He said, but you can't pedal hard while you're shifting. I was like,
Well, which one is it, Jason?
Okay, all right. Well, don't pedal so hard while I'm shifting. That's number one. I didn't know. I said, well, how do you shift going up a hill? He said, you don't. You just put it in the correct gear, and pedal up the hill. I thought, well, hell, I didn't know what gear to be in. I didn't know which direction, the little cog or the big cog. Which one? Where am I supposed to be at? I didn't know.
Yeah, I barely know how to ride a bicycle, much less shift gears.
Hey, you know what's scary? When you're 36 years old and haven't rode a bicycle in 30 years, is a bicycle that'll do 25 mile an hour. Without even trying, this bicycle will pedal like 20 mile an hour. A road bike is really fast. I didn't realize how fast it's going to be. And it's so scary to go that fast on a bicycle.
Who are you becoming? Who are you?
I would like to be a skinny person. I'm going to tell you the truth. I've been looking at triathlon. Here's the thing. I can't swim, though. That puts a big damper on triathlon. Because you know what the first part of a triathlon is? Swimming.
What's the other two athlons?
Bicycle and run. I've got a bicycle now. I can run, but
sounds terrible.
I can't swim, so I don't know how to do the triathlon thing. I'd like to do one. I got to learn to swim.
I wished you inspired me. I wished I had something, whatever you have in your body, that's like, man, I'm going to keep losing weight.
Right.
Last night, when I got doing everything I was doing in my house before I tried to sleep, I was like, man, I should go out to my building and work out. But I grabbed a zebra cake and went and sit on the couch. No shit.
You know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then cut my man tits this morning as I walked up to the shower.
There's a guy asked me, he said, you're losing too much weight. You better, blah, 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 blah.
Clint Fraley ended up in the hospital losing too much weight.
Who?
Clint Fraley did when he lost all that weight. He said, yeah, I asked Don about a low-carb diet. And, of course, you know me, I go a little overboard. And, my stupid ass didn't do low-carb. I just did no-carb. And I ended up in the fucking hospital.
No shit. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
True story. Anyway, I was like, no, I'm not doing anything in particular. He's like, oh, are you doing keto this now? I was like, I'm not doing anything. Look, I'm just trying not to be fat. I'm just watching my calories. I'm just not eating 6,000 calories a day. That's all I'm doing. And I'm going to keep losing some more weight because I want to get down. He said, when are you going to stop? I said, when I can see my abs. That's what I want to do one time.
Well, good for you.
I just want to stop I just want to see my abs one time.
Well, you're humble.
I just want to see my abs. All I want.
You really are, Lucas. You're not bragging. Who you brag to me? I
brag to you.
I run into a guy one time who's, he's kind of a known douchebag. I don't know that he knows it, but probably does. And his brother's probably an even bigger douchebag. When it comes down to it, like, you wonder, why? Why are they like the way they are? But they're just, it's just how they're built. They're wired that way. As the kids say, they're built different. They are built different. They're dbag.com. You can get their T-shirts on that site.
Right.
Actually, I looked them up. And I just said, man, you working out a lot? He goes, son, I ain't really trying to be, I ain't in there trying to be, hardcore or even hardcore CrossFit. I mean, I CrossFit, but I'm just trying to be fit, more than anything. I just want to be fit.
Right.
And I said, oh, but, he's one of those that thought he had to take his clothes off and, everything that,
every picture that's ever posted. Here's the thing. I got to thinking, I want my kids to be like healthy and into stuff and do stuff and not to be, chubby like I was as a kid my entire life.
Right.
And I thought, man, what a hypocrite I am that I'm still like super out of shape. So I better get back into shape so I can guide them in a direction that looks like healthy.
Well, that's good. And plus, it's better for your health.
No, I would hope so.
It's just, what I said about it. It's easy to root for a guy like yourself who's doing it for the right reasons, but like, this guy that I was talking to, his wife probably thinks he's actually a good guy, but he's really not a good. You know what I'm saying? And I know what his end game is. But by going chest naked for all the public on the internet, we know what you're trying to do, fool.
Right.
Yeah. Y'all think well, you're not good people. You're not good people, and you're just wanting people to. But when you're uglier than hell, you got to think. As long as you look good.
Yeah.
But your personality ain't, I'm just trying, son. I'm just trying to be fit. No, you're trying to cheat on your wife. That's what you're trying to do.
Uh-huh.
And, we probably are, good for you. But, anyway, I just, they're fit and, probably blessed.
Why?
If
Yeah.
nothing else,
Uh-huh.
for the internet, they're blessed.
Yeah. Okay.
You, on the other hand, my friend, are blessed, and you're a fantastic man. Fourth time I said fantastic, and you're a good guy, a good husband,
Humble.
and you're humble. If anything else, and you look good.
Well, I appreciate that. Let's talk about something else. Let's go eat some Indian food. We do have to get out of here. I've got to eat before 8 o'clock. We don't have to get out of here right now.
No, we got plenty of
time. I got
time.
an hour.
So, did you listen to Andrew Pope podcast?
I did.
You did.
I did listen to Andrew Pope podcast. You did a very good job. It did not seem like you were 2 hours and something deep.
A long interview. If anybody does get a chance, if you get bored and you got 2 hours and 15 minutes, if you want to break it up in 4 sections, I'll completely understand. But it was nothing more than a rehash of what we talked about pretty much on his interview here. We talked a lot about Hank Williams Jr. and country music and country music shows and wrestling and not a lot of wrestling though, a little bit of wrestling.
It didn't seem like wrestling. I'm overly sensitive to like wrestling talk whatsoever, and it didn't like make me go, God, I'm gonna scatter my brains all over the wall or anything.
That being said, go listen to Andrew Pope podcast, and I appreciate Andrew having me on. He's
it was really good.
Good buddy of mine, and love doing stuff with Andrew, and just it was nice of him to let me on. It was the most obscure guest he's ever had. I'm the only non-celebrity.
Well, don't get too excited. It's only like his 11th show, so it's not.
I think it's his 19th, but I mean, he had Kane on, the WWE Hall of Famer.
He's also the mayor of Knoxville,
but he wasn't on there to talk politics.
Oh, really?
You know what I'm saying? He talked about wrestling.
How to get out of talking politics?
Well, I'm sure. I guess he just didn't want to.
Huh.
So, but anyway, yeah, it was fun. But that was maybe the most well received when we lost our shit on each other versus WWE versus UFC. That was the most well received segment I've heard from a while.
That's funny.
Doug Martin said he actually cringed a little bit when he knew that I could rattle off that many wrestlers in that,
Oh yeah.
He's like, I don't know. He said, I was a little embarrassed for you that you rattled off that many pro wrestlers at that time. But my boy Royal Smith did say he was a pro wrestling fan, and he said he loves UFC, but he said he's usually the only friend in his group that hypes up pro wrestling.
Oh, I guarantee he's the only person that in his, because there's not more than one in any group. Because if there is, then that group specifically got together. I mean, y'all don't just walk around in packs generally. Y'all just
saw something.
Y'all have to go get together.
Somebody tagged me on the Facebook post the other day. He's like, you can't walk past somebody with an NWO shirt without giving them the too sweet signal. That's a thing.
Is it?
I wore my NWO shirt on vacation.
How many times did you get it?
Shirt. I didn't take a lot of clothes with me to.
Right.
I just when I'm walking around at the beach or something, I had a T-shirt on. I wore the NWO shirt probably 3 times in a 7-day span.
You got the Wolf
I got
Pack,
the Wolf Pack. I got For Life. I got it like a cool shirt, bro.
That's hilarious.
Too sweet.
Uh-huh.
I mean, people was asking to connect them.
No kidding.
No, nobody done that. Nobody done that. But I did get about 3 compliments about the shirt.
That's so funny.
Well, they said NWO was for life.
Well, that's what I heard a while ago.
For life.
Yeah.
So,
well, good.
Here's the thing about our altercation, and I'll call it a full-blown altercation. I don't think that was a disagreement. I think that was an altercation almost.
Oh, yeah. Almost assaulted you.
Well, you almost put me in a cross-face chicken wing tie-by. What's another word for some sort of crazy submission?
Or a naked choke.
Oh, that's the generic.
Yeah.
But, I mean, you don't know how close you got to being Stone
I
Cold.
got some sweet chin music there, didn't I?
I can't hardly get my leg up that high anymore. You definitely almost got some Stone Cold stunner followed by a stinger splash into a. Good thing we did wrestlers and not submission moves.
Yeah.
The sharpshooter.
God, I don't know what that is, and I hate it. It's not that I hate that I don't know what that is. I hate that you know what that is, and that you're even bringing it up.
It's the same thing.
What did you say? The sharpshooter?
The sharpshooter, which is 10 times better than the Scorpion Deathlock, which Sting
yeah.
used. Sting just kind of lazily laid back on his opponent. Bret Hart got in there because wrestling was real to Bret Hart,
So how would you even call that?
A sharpshooter,
Yeah,
it shoots sharp pains up your back. You'd have to be a real ignorant person to ask that question. What it does to you? What do you mean? What it does to you?
No, I would say how would you go about typing that?
What do you mean?
So
look at that excruciating pain on somebody's back. I've never seen somebody's face excruciating pain like that on a UFC broadcast.
how would you go about getting somebody into this submission? Why do they go about laying there to let you do this to them?
Well, they don't. It's over a grueling period of at least 20 minutes.
Oh,
You have to be in the ring together.
Okay.
You methodically work your opponent down, right?
Okay.
You work over their legs over a course of time. You give them a little Russian leg sweep sometimes.
Now Sting is doing the same thing here. What makes his less lethal than the other guys?
Look at him. The guy's having to pretend because he's Seth Rollins. He's an overactor.
Well, he's turned around and got him a chunk full of shoulder meat here too. What's that called?
Well, it's not. He's fighting, and he's trying to get back in the natural position with it.
Oh.
But now you ask about a sharpshooter. You just methodically you hit a couple chop
you got to
blocks.
start it from the front and flip them over.
Well, exactly, Lucas. And you just don't. Come on now, use some common sense here.
Who's going to come in here and let you go ahead and throw these ankle put you in this whole position?
Lucas, the guy on the mat is so worn down because you've chop blocked him a few times. You've hit him with a few Russian leg sweeps. You've worked the leg pretty hard.
Hell,
that's a goddamn dream match. It's the two originators of the move right there.
Here's the thing. How does this even come about when
Sting should know how he's about to go in that move. Bret Hart's got him in that move. But he's battling, see, because it's excruciating. He's not even all the way down yet like Bret Hart. Like to get in there and feel it, But yeah, you work the legs. You work the legs. No different than Cobra Kai when you sweep the legs. That's what you do. You got to sweep the legs. And then you just hope you get the guy just enough on Queer Street where he's out a little bit. You can grab his legs before you know it. You've got him, boom. Then his body's just here's wrecked.
Right here. He's got an ankle lock is the thing. If he would let go of this leg and take the top leg and pull the foot back, he's got an ankle lock that would actually hurt somebody.
Okay, well, that's gimmick infringement because that would be Kurt Angle's move. So you got to learn the business. You can't go around stealing people's moves, Lucas.
Somebody knows about that then. Kurt Angle was an Olympic wrestler, so he knows about ankle lock.
Well, Brett probably was like, Kurt, I'm really thinking about doing an ankle lock. He's like, gimmick infringement. Yeah. I do the ankle lock, Brett. And he's like, well. So
let's see. Who'd you say, Kurt Angle? What was it called whenever he did it?
The ankle lock.
The
angle lock. The angle slam.
Let's see an angle lock.
Makes no sense.
Oh, yeah. Let's see if this is actually a good ankle lock here.
Well, what that tells me is Kurt Angle is a really nice guy because he is an Olympic gold medalist with a broken freaking neck, and he could have broken everybody's ankle on any given night. But see, the pain was so strong from when he snapped it, and guys just couldn't simply take it, so they tapped immediately, Lucas, before he had a chance to break their ankle. AJ Styles is phenomenal, some would say. Look, Triple H is married into the business. His ankle's not even tough enough to take it.
I can't tell for sure whether or not that's like an actual ankle lock, but it could be. It very well could be. You got your own weight there.
It's wrestling.
It could be very uncomfortable.
Lucas, it's wrestling. Rest assured it's real. Look at the Big Show. That probably almost retired him. It was so bad. A hobbling injury on a foot on a big man like that.
Yeah.
You don't see that stuff in the Ultimate Fighting.
Yeah. Yeah. No.
But there is almost going to be no Ultimate Fighting because those guys are on All Elite Wrestling.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. So let's come up with another one. What's another one of these fancy moves here that we need to look at?
Have you ever heard of the Sweet Chin music?
Oh, but like one of these holds. What's one of these finishing moves that holds that we can look at? And
how about a cross-face chicken wing?
Let's see what a cross-face chicken.
How about a crippler crossface?
Are those two different things?
I don't know. Google them. You're so good at that.
Cross-face chicken wing.
Look at that. That's you on the mat right there from Thursday nights.
Is this a cross-face chicken wing?
That's the beginning of one. That's where you work the opponent down.
Okay.
That's one-time presidential hopeful Bob Backlund. He was such a badass. He didn't lose.
Why has this guy got his hand in that guy's mouth? That's some weird wrestling right there.
It gets pretty hardcore sometimes on the scene, on the circuit.
Uh-huh.
Crippler crossface would be a good one.
Let's look at him.
I mean, he killed his whole family with that move. You know?
Oof.
Is that too much? I mean, it's been 13 years.
Oof.
I didn't mean it. I mean, I don't agree with it.
So crippler crossface. Let's see what we got here. This it?
Do you think internet would have more? Do you think they don't have many pictures of him because he's
Killed his whole family.
not a great guy? You know?
Yeah.
It's a terrible. That was a terrible thing to say, and I wished you wouldn't have said it.
Yeah.
Because I would have never.
So this is it right here, right?
It's pretty. Look at him. You don't get out of that, Lucas. I mean, it made him bleed.
Is this a crippler crossface?
What?
Was that one guy right there going like putting him in it?
Why don't you go back to that video?
Yeah, that's what I was meaning.
Oh, look. And that's how he won the World Heavyweight Championship for the first time. If Triple H is a seasoned veteran of the ring and, man, boom, you're in crossface, cripple or crossface before you even know it. Whoop. Triple H on a little test right there, a little puffy in the chest.
He was a little chest puffy there.
Just been
Did he lock
this
that?
arm.
He locked that arm in.
Nobody
Nobody
Who was
has
the-
ever been to like the first day of jiu-jitsu class that's in that ring right now.
who was the ninth UFC fighter of all time?
I'm sorry, I don't even know what you
The
said.
ninth best UFC fighter you've ever seen in your life. That guy that you
I don't know. Probably Anderson Silva may have been what I said. I don't know.
nah, he was somebody I'd heard of. See, but not before you start pulling straws.
Dan
at 9 and 10.
Severn.
No, but here's the thing: you were ridiculing me
Uh-huh.
on saying that no, who's your 10? Who's your 10? It was never a point of who's my favorite 10, who's the best 10.
Uh-huh.
It was just the fact that you pulled you could only think of 10 UFC fighters that were relevant. I was just naming you guys. I didn't even name the greatest tag team of the NWO era, Scott Hall and Kevin Nash. I kept saying Road Dogg and Billy Gunn like they were relevant. They're not. I kept saying I forgot. I named you 30 wrestlers. Didn't even name the fathers of the NWO, Kevin Nash and Scott Hall.
Okay.
I'm just telling you. UFC's a joke.
Okay.
They don't even be around in 10 years.
Okay.
I don't believe that when I say that.
I know. Chuck Liddell says, I was the victim. He claims he volunteered to be arrested instead of his wife. Here's the thing about Chuck Liddell.
He's a liar.
He's making bad decisions the older he gets, is the thing. The supposed incident involving the Iceman happened on Sunday night in his Hidden Hills home. Details have been scarce so far. All that's been made public is that it happened between Liddell and his wife, wherein a verbal argument purportedly, escalated into a physical altercation. That's the second UFC fighter that's been in a physical altercation here recently. It says the 51-year-old was taken into custody on Monday morning, but was subsequently released after posted a $20,000 bail. Damn it, boy. Jon Jones, one of the guys we talked about a while ago, or last week, has been released from Jackson Winklejohn's gym after he got arrested in Las Vegas. He says, I never hit my fiance. Well, the police said different because Jon Jones's daughter had asked someone in the hotel to call the police because Jon Jones' wife, or longtime fiance, had a bloody nose and mouth. Where'd that come from, John?
What I heard about that is, men, if you're listening to this, don't date Jon Jones's daughter.
That's right.
She's snitch.
She'll snitch on you. She'll tell on you.
She's not a trustworthy woman.
Yeah.
If she rats on her dad, who's she? No, it's not.
Jon Jones, or Jackson Winklejohn, was banned from the Jackson Winklejohn gym. That's where he's been his entire career. They won't let him into the gym until he stops drinking.
I wouldn't even want to work out at a place called Jackson Wink.
I wouldn't either,
It's a dumb name. Rename your gym before you worry about who you're going to let in.
That's two names. I don't think he can do much about his name. But however, there's your UFC news. Mackenzie Dern broke a finger or something. That's about the only other news I can tell you.
I've never seen UFC sell out a 100,000 seat arena.
Okay.
Have you?
I don't know. I don't watch. I'm sure Conor McGregor did quite a few.
No, not 100,000.
See.
Largest UFC gate ever.
there you
I mean, just hypothetically speaking.
Largest gate in UFC history.
I guess I should put attendance. Gate's going to give you the money.
Okay.
But their highest gate ever was 17. $17,000. A Monday Night Raw in Des Moines, Iowa, do better than $17,000. Get out of here, UFC.
Or just ATTND.
Well, it's got
Spell attendance. I'm sorry.
ANCE. $17,000.
17 million is what it said. So before UFC 243, UFC 190 featuring Ronda Rousey versus Holly Holm held the record for the highest attendance, 56,000. It was the historical event in Australia when the biggest star at the moment, Ronda Rousey, defeated her. So Robert Whittaker, sorry, I clicked on something. Robert Whittaker versus Israel Adesanya sets a record for highest attendance. Let's see what that was.
I think it says down here, maybe. Why don't they give the?
I don't know. They'll give the one that it beat, but not the actual. Oh, 57,000 plus. There you go.
So
57,000.
That's a good number.
That's not bad.
So in comparison, the WWF was in the bottom of the barrel in 1997, January 1997. They were the bottom of the barrel. Type in 1997 Royal Rumble attendance. I mean, they were like on the fringe of being put out of business by WCW because the NWO was so hot, and they were battling for their lives over in up in Stamford, Connecticut. But they had but you know, this is I mean, Raw ratings were down.
Let's see.
Oh.
Where do you see it at?
Attendance is 60,477 in a down period for World Wrestling Entertainment for the Royal Rumble 1997. Who was on top of
that?
Course.
Was actually the highest recorded live crowd in the Royal Rumble's history.
Well, I'm just telling you, they weren't doing good in the ratings. They weren't doing good with house shows. But when you put the greatest pro wrestler who ever lived on top of the card in his hometown, the showstopper, the main event, the headliner, the Heartbreak Kid, Shawn Michaels, of course you're going to draw.
So 97 was the largest crowd at 60,477. It's a bunch. You know, it seemed like it was a down period, seeing as how that was the largest that they've ever done.
Right.
You know.
Right.
And seeing as how it's went downhill ever since.
Type in the largest attendance for WWE.
Let me see. Largest WWE. Oh. I know it's historically, you know, I'm not good at typing. Largest attendance. WrestleMania 32. 101,000. Boy, that's a big. Where's that? Japan?
That was in Dallas, Texas. AT&T Stadium.
That's a big one.
Me and Mackie took a picture on the star together.
At WrestleMania 32.
Then WrestleMania 3. WrestleMania.
Is that got to do with just the arenas that they play in? Like why 3 was so much bigger than...
They've went to stadiums ever since. Like WrestleMania 23 on has been in stadiums.
And then only 3 was a stadium also. Is that right? Oh, that was Hulk Hogan versus Andre the Giant.
So, you know, WrestleMania historically has not been in stadiums. Pontiac Silverdome wasn't a stadium. 4 and 5.
Are you saying it was or wasn't? I'm sorry.
That was in a stadium, yes. Pontiac, Michigan, the Silverdome. Like WrestleMania's 4 or 5 was in Trump Plaza. 6 was in Sky Dome in Toronto. But then like 7, 8, 9.
I don't know why you would.
I bet I could do a quiz. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
I don't know why you would have WrestleMania 3 in a place like Pontiac Silverdome and get 93,000 people in attendance and then go anywhere smaller the next year.
Right. Well, I don't know. They did Trump Plaza. You know what would be a nerdy quiz, and I bet I could do it. I bet I could get, how many WrestleManias has there been? 37.
I don't know.
Google, I want you to put up location of each WrestleMania, and I'm going to see how many I can get.
WRES.
I'm not going to look at the screen. This is me not looking at the screen. I'm looking in your beautiful blue eyes.
Where has WrestleMania been held? WrestleMania.
Can you get the list?
Hold on.
I'm going to slack in the later years, admittedly. But I can tell you wherever WrestleMania has been.
I would have thought Wikipedia. I thought Wikipedia. I was wrong. Okay, never mind. There you go. Don't.
WrestleMania 1. You ready, baby?
Go for it.
Madison Square Garden.
Uh-huh.
WrestleMania 2, 3 locations, Los Angeles, Chicago, and New York.
Yeah, okay. Well, I don't know. Okay.
WrestleMania 3, Pontiac Silverdome.
Yep.
WrestleMania 4 and 5, Trump Plaza. WrestleMania 6, Toronto, Sky Dome.
Okay, now hold on. Is Trump Plaza in Atlantic City, New Jersey, in the historic Atlantic City Convention Hall?
Yes.
Okay.
With Donald Trump sitting front row.
Okay. Is Rosemont, Illinois, or the Rosemont Horizon, is that in Chicago?
That's for WrestleMania 13. You're getting ahead of yourself?
No, I'm not.
That's
because those
WrestleMania
are 2.
I said WrestleMania 2.
You said Chicago. And I'm just asking.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. So they're just telling you venues over here?
Okay.
Is that what they're doing?
Well, there's cities too, but Rosemont, didn't recognize Rosemont as Chicago. I didn't
It's
know.
Rosemont Horizon. Yes.
Okay.
That's where WrestleMania 13 was held at, where they done the turnabout with Bret Hart and Steve Austin. We'll get to that.
Okay. All right. So we're back at 6.
6. Sky Dome, Toronto.
Right.
Hogan and Warrior, they were on top.
Yeah.
Double face. main event
Intercontinental.
versus world title. Warrior won it. Hogan kicked out at 2 3/4. It's whatever. WrestleMania 7, Los Angeles.
Mm-hmm.
WrestleMania 8, Indianapolis, Indiana.
Mm-hmm.
WrestleMania 9, Caesar's Palace, Las Vegas.
Mhm.
WrestleMania 10, Madison Square Garden, the greatest ladder match in history. Shawn Michaels versus Razor Ramon.
Right.
WrestleMania 11, in the bowels of Hartford, Connecticut. Boy, that was a tough one.
Yeah.
Number 12, where the boyhood dream became a reality. Or boyhood dream comes true. Anaheim, California.
Okay.
WrestleMania 13, Chicago with the Rosemount. WrestleMania 14, Boston.
Uh-huh.
15, Philly.
Yep.
16 was in Anaheim again.
Uh-huh.
17 was in Houston, largest WrestleMania, biggest WrestleMania in years.
Uh-huh.
18 was in Toronto again. 19, Seattle.
Yep.
20, Madison Square Garden. 21, Los Angeles at the Staples Center, baby.
Uh-huh.
22 at Chicago. 23 in Detroit.
Uh-huh.
24, Orlando.
Yep.
25, Houston.
Yep.
26, Arizona.
Yep.
27, Atlanta.
Yeah.
Me and Dr. Don went to that, the worst WrestleMania in history. 28 and 29. Man, was that hold on a second. 28 was in were they both in New York?
No.
Okay.
Neither of them were.
New Jersey.
One of them was.
29 was New Jersey, right?
Right.
28 was in who was the main event for 28?
John Cena and The Rock.
Yeah. Miami.
Mm-hmm.
He was in Miami, then New York. Okay. 30 was in New Orleans. 31 was in California. 32, Dallas. 33.
Nope.
31 was Anaheim, right? Or California?
It's 31 was California. 32 was not in.
Yeah, 32 was in Dallas at AT&T. That's the one we just looked
Okay.
up.
It is at AT&T. It says it's a different place other than Dallas. Now, I don't know my geography well enough to know whether Dallas
Arlington.
is. Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
33 was in 33. See, I told the ladder.
Undertaker and Roman Reigns.
That's Orlando.
Yeah.
Yeah, this should have been his retirement match. 34 was in New Orleans again.
Uh-huh.
35. I don't know. 36 and 37 were in the Performance Center, right, in Orlando.
Uh-huh.
35 would have been the last one before COVID.
It's Ronda Rousey versus Charlotte Flair.
I don't know where that was at.
It's in New Jersey.
Okay. Yeah,
Right line.
I didn't know about that one.
Right. Had a pretty good gate, 82,265. Probably the most people Ronda Rousey had ever fought in front of.
Man, am I nerd?
You got
or
a
what?
couple. You got a few more. Give me the last 3. You didn't do 37, 38, 39.
Because they ain't happened yet.
Oh, okay.
So every WrestleMania goes with my age.
Okay, I got you.
Ain't that funny?
That is funny. Here's the
I'm a nerd.
thing.
I'm a nerd.
Here's the thing. That's the dumbest. Like, if you know, when you're a kid and you play the game, if I was a superhero, what superpower would I have? The dumbest fucking superhero power that I've ever heard is being able to name all the WrestleMania locations.
Well, I couldn't.
That's a horrible. That's a horrible superpower to have.
I couldn't. I
Yeah.
named 35.
Yeah, you said
Man,
you can fly. Oh, you're gonna get super strength. Oh, and there's also the ability to be able to like see through walls and shit like that. I want to name all the WrestleMania locations.
I can do the same thing with NBA champions from like 77 on.
Wow.
I'm a very smart guy. I'm like Rain Man, Lucas.
Yeah, well, yeah, I would say yes. You're like Rain Man. You know, that's the part that I would agree with.
You mean do the NBA champions?
No, I don't.
We'll save that to next week.
Yeah, that's some good.
That's a serious.
This has been some very good.
It's riveting.
Yeah, very good.
It's a serious
content.
cliffhanger.
I want to save it for the next time.
That's a really cliffhanger for our fans.
And if anybody's wondering, Tampa, Florida for 37, Arlington, Texas for 38, and Inglewood, California for 39.
Let's go. Let's go to WrestleMania 38, Lucas.
I'm not going to any wrestling event, ever.
Yeah. Would you go to UFC fight?
No, I wouldn't.
Because it's in public.
Yeah,
Or Lucas
yeah. I don't go into
You were
public.
being so like people really want to see you. You're like a damn unicorn, man. People really want to see you at North Springs Music Festival.
Why?
You're asked to do nothing. You're asked to do nothing but show up. You're asked to
What do they
nothing
want to see about me?
because we're people's ride to work, Lucas. We're people's ride home from work.
Hey,
We're big damn deals. You know?
I'm better on the podcast than I am in person.
Well, absolutely.
Yeah.
Amplified.
Yeah.
People want to see you. Josh is coming now.
Yeah.
You're not going to come see Josh.
You don't want to meet. You don't want to meet your heroes.
Well, nobody said your hero. Now let's don't get carried away here. Did you see my before we get off wrestling? Ric Flair and Jerry Lawler.
Okay.
Did you
I
see
saw
the
your picture.
Fantastic, wasn't it?
Very good picture.
I loved it.
Yeah.
It's the only picture in the history of the world with Dustin Kennedy, Ric Flair, and Jerry Lawler.
Oh yeah. And
That's
from
never
what-
going to happen again.
From what I heard, maybe one of the only pictures of Jerry Lawler, and
I'm not
Nature
saying.
Boy.
I'm just saying.
not just that it's got you in it. Maybe one of the only ones that have them in it.
Ric Flair said it was a very rare photo opportunity. It was at the Franklin Sports Show, whatever. I was meeting Flair. I ain't gonna be. I just named every WrestleMania location. I'm not gonna go deep in this story. I was waiting to meet Flair. Lawler was over there. I'd already met Lawler, but he said, "Yeah, we'll go over here to this tent in a minute. Take this picture." His booth. The photo booth had crashed. Blah blah blah. And everybody's like, "Nobody's gonna meet Lawler. I'm gonna get out of here."
Right.
Then I was like, "Hey, I got photo ops with both of them." So I jumped in there and took the picture, and Flair's like, "Brother, that's like a one of one." I said, "Yeah, I was in it, Nate."
Yeah. Did he remember you from the last time he met you?
Who?
Nature Boy?
No, you know how many drinks he's had since then?
No, I didn't know if it was like
It's many years ago. since
okay.
I met him.
I didn't know how long ago it'd been.
People don't believe it. Jerry Lawler's like the most personable, famous person ever. He's like
Really?
the nicest guy in the history. Rick's not really that engaging.
Right.
There was even a guy when the photo.
He's probably got to be turned on to be turned on, right?
He came in the building like there was a who's who. I went with Mackie and Brandon Cooper, and there's like a who's who of sports celebrities: Pete Rose, Lawrence Taylor, Spud Webb, all kind, Reggie Jackson, so many. Flair comes to the back. Hey, guess who's at the show? Limousine riding, jet flying. By God, I kissed all the girls.
Woo!
He's just Ric Flair.
Yeah.
But he's only done it like because there was this dude standing in line with him. The photo booth crashed. And I was like, told Mackie, I was like, why is this guy not even attempting to talk to Ric Flair?
Right.
Flair was just like playing on his phone while this guy's awkwardly standing next to him.
Uh-huh.
I was like, look, how are you not talking to Ric Flair right now? I don't understand.
I couldn't stand. Not that I'm, I don't. My thoughts on wrestling are well documented, but however, there's no way I could stand beside a Ric Flair and not ask him a million questions. You got to engage the Nature Boy.
Nate, how many women have you been with?
I
Nate,
got-
how much did your house cost? Nate, how much did your shoes cost?
What do you got in your pocket, Nate?
Did
What are we doing?
Did they really cost? Did your shoes really cost more than my parents'
Yeah.
house?
Yeah. There's a list of questions you're going to ask the Nature Boy.
So
You know what you don't do? Let him play on his phone.
What a nerd.
Hey, put your phone up, Nature
That's
Boy. We're
different.
talking.
That's the difference between a wrestling nerd who can tell you the WrestleMania but still likes to party,
All right.
and that guy wearing his wrestling shirt to the event.
Yeah.
No
Did your
offense,
mom
Mackie.
Did your mom get you that guy? So, talk to the Nature Boy. Get out of your basement. Stop watching this shit on
Stop
television. Talk to the Nature Boy.
People that can watch all the wrestling in the world, and you got WWE putting out 9 hours of content a week, and NXT and AEW putting out 4 hours of content. Then you got Ring of Honor, you got TNA, Japan. These boys, there's people that watch it all.
Oof.
But you know how I feel. As
Yeah.
much as I love pro wrestling, these guys that wear the belts to the show, I'm not talking about the guys that go up to the merchandise stand and buy a belt. I'm talking about the ones that come equipped to the
Bring
show
it with them.
with the Intercontinental title, with the world
And-
title. You better
And not the cheap one. Not the one that's got the...
400.
Yeah. Not the one that's made out of styrofoam and plastic. This is that leather and gold, baby.
Mackey's got 7 of them in his
Oh, I
closet.
guarantee it. I guarantee
Closet nerd,
Yeah.
literally.
Yeah.
You got to defend those titles.
Oh, yeah.
Somebody's got to just come up like a 24/7 title and just DDT you out of nowhere and take
Oh.
your title.
If
You just-
if you're wearing it to the show, then you're fair game, buddy.
I think so.
Why not? Take it out. Take them out.
They're losers. Those guys are losers.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I would think. No offense to losers. But you are one. If you
If you
take
bring your own belt, If you wear it.
No, don't give them that. If you
Well, I
bring the
don't
damn
know.
belt, no, shut up. If you're a man our age, if you're a man 10 years older than us,
I would say if you're not holding a little boy's hand that really wants to see his favorite wrestler and it calls you dad, you know, you probably shouldn't be at those shows anyway. But
I took Bayless to Raw the other night. He loved it.
I bet that's who that's aimed at, right?
Yeah.
That's right up to the right age.
You know how I got to be grumpy old man overnight? I was there and we were dead center of the ring, about 20 rows back, and I had to stand. And I looked at Curtis Rich. He was a row over, and I texted him. I was like, I'm getting about tired of standing. You son of bitches can see the mat.
Yeah.
You know, you don't
Sit
have to
down.
stand the whole
Yeah.
time. You know, it's one of them deals where you're overweight anyway. So every time you stand up, your crack's probably hanging out, and everybody behind you is having to look at your bare ass.
You know, that's the thing about being,
Fat.
you know, your ass is always out for some reason.
It seems like it, right?
I don't know why. I don't know what it is about being overweight and your ass cannot stay in your pants.
It's a tough.
You know, and there ain't a belt in the world that can hold your damn pants up when you're overweight. They've never made one. No matter how tight you pull that son of a bitch, your ass is always out.
You want to take a look back? Remember that one year or that one show that I brought back in?
I'm sorry.
And I put a year.
Okay.
Talk about the world. I just had these.
Okay.
I think 96 was the last one we looked
It's
at.
okay.
This is back in 1989. Average cost. Do you remember what an average stamp cost in 1989?
I have no idea. I was 4.
22. You weren't doing a lot of stamp collecting.
I
back then?
never had a stamp problem in 1980.
22 cents. Gas a gallon.
Hey, a stamp was 22 cents?
Yeah,
And they're only like 25 now?
they're like 75, I think.
No kidding. Why I'm
Google
well,
that. Oh, that's the same picture I've got.
Okay.
So a gallon of gas, 108.
That was higher than what I would have thought it was. Gallon of gas.
Yeah, I must have had a terrible president in
George H.W. Bush.
a loaf of bread was $1.29.
It seems about the same. A gallon of milk is $2.14. Are we living in like 1989 right now?
A movie ticket was $3.97. So
No, that's
definitely
nice.
not.
That's
Yeah.
nice. Yeah.
You can only go to Lafayette to
Yeah.
the one-room cinema for that. A new house cost $120,000.
Well, I mean, you can still buy a trailer for that.
Yeah. Average income was not to disparage the good name of a trailer on here. We've already shit on the Indian culture, or at least you did.
I mean,
you know.
yeah.
So I mean, you
Yeah.
know, average income.
I don't think I was shitting on a trailer. I was just saying, I think you can buy one for that. Federal minimum wage was $3.35 an hour.
Man. Now these bum ass people are sitting home drawing checks.
Yeah.
Much more than that. 80s slang. Do you remember when you used to say gnarly?
Yep. Cool.
Cool is the thing, Steve. I mean,
Yeah.
okay, all right.
Yeah.
Dudette.
Was that ever really a thing though? Did people say, "What's up, dudette?" You know,
Well,
I don't think people actually said that.
they're the same people who say, "What up, kiddo?"
Oh, I get it. I get it now. Gnarly. It goes out beside of it and tells you what it means.
Oh, yeah,
gnarly
yeah.
means cool. All right. I think cool is slang too, but
Did you ever say like totally?
I don't know. But that means in agreement. If anybody was wondering,
Grody.
disgusting.
Mm-mm.
Mm-mm.
Rad.
Awesome.
And gagged me with a spoon.
I extremely dislike that. It says
Yeah. In style back in 1989 was members only jackets.
that's coming back around.
It
Isn't
came back. A lot of the fashion just came. I bet a lot of these have came back. Acid wash jeans. They're
Is it-
back
Is it?
somewhat. Original jams. What's that mean?
I don't know.
Parachute pants.
They're kind of coming back, aren't they?
The Converse Chucks. They've been back,
Yeah.
especially for
Been being back.
deadlifters. Reebok high tops. Shaq has bought Reebok, so of course they're coming back. 'Cause everything he touches is gold.
Shaq bought Reebok.
Yeah, part of it. He's a minority owner.
Really?
Not because. Never mind. E-Spirit. Don't know what that means. Guess jeans. Guess I've seen.
E-Spirit was a like a Target brand, I believe.
Swatch watches.
Yeah, I remember those.
Wayfair
They're-
sunglasses.
Those Swatch watches were the ones that you could originally like swap the bracelet and stuff on.
Oh yeah, okay. In the news, George H.W. Bush succeeds Ronald Reagan as the 41st president of the United States.
Uh-huh.
Um,
Oh, there you go. There's the original jams. They were shorts. They were the Hawaiian shirt of shorts.
oh, very classy.
It was very classy.
Will Smith won the first ever Grammy for Best Rap Performance in 1989 for Parents Just Don't Understand. So NWA was putting out just hot track after hot track, and Will Smith won with Parents Just Don't Understand. Will Smith don't have to cuss in his raps to sell records.
Well, I do. So F him and F you too.
Yeah. Michael Jordan scored his 10,000th NBA point in his 5th season only. LeBron James had not scored 10,000 points by 1989, so, GOAT. On the radio, My Prerogative by Bobby Brown. Every Rose Has Its Thorn by Poison.
Every rose and Barry
I was going to say Barry Birdwell.
Birdwell's life was made at that point in time.
Brett Michaels ain't got nothing on Barry Birdwell. Janet Jackson, Paula Abdul. Straight up now, tell me, do you want to love me forever? That was Paula Abdul's question to you. 1989 on television, A Different World. The Cosby Show.
Oh, you want to put and pop in a quaalude.
Cheers, where everybody knows your name, Roseanne, the blue collar.
Oh, yeah.
And
the Golden Girls.
Old Blanche.
Yeah, Blanche. You skipped the technology. The first 24 satellites of the Global Positioning System, GPS, are placed into orbit in 1989. That's pretty big.
Nintendo began selling Game Boy.
That was huge for them. The 486 series of microprocessors introduced by Intel. 486 series. Don't know anything about that. Microsoft Office was released. Well, that was a big one.
I bet that looked a little different in 1989.
I bet. They're going to do in theaters there, too.
Go ahead.
Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade. You Indiana Jones fan? You're not a nerd like I am. You're not the nerd.
I just named every fucking WrestleMania location.
We're nerds in two different ways. Like, I'm Star Trek, Star Wars, Indiana Jones. Hey, I was thinking the other day, it really got in my head. I went to have a guy fix something for me, and I had a tool in my truck.
Yeah, it was you. You were the tool.
Yeah. And I took it in with me. I said, "Do you need to use this?" He goes, "No, I have one." I laughed. I said, "I've been trying to be the hero since I was a little kid." And I've had that in my head, and I got thinking, everything I do, I try to be a hero at it. I want to be a hero so damn bad I can't stand it. That's why I watch stuff like Star Wars, Star Trek, and all those Marvel movies. I want to be a damn hero so bad I can't stand it.
Apparently.
Lethal Weapon 2 was in. Honey, I Shrunk the Kids, and Batman. With the greatest Batman, might I say, Michael Keaton. Christian Bale is fine.
I'm a Michael Keaton fan.
Batman.
Curtis and Don say it was Christian Bale, I think. I think that's who they said.
He's good. He's good at Batman. However, Michael Keaton's Batman.
Does that mean you had a little nostalgia? You had a little affinity for
Batman?
Some children, like something happened?
In my childhood, 1989? That one thing, Batman.
By God, mark it down.
Mark it down. I enjoyed Batman as a kid.
So, my real life woman crush, Nikki Burdine on Channel 2 News in the morning. The only reason I get up and watch news in the morning.
Uh-huh.
Lindsay gets mad. She's like, I'm just checking my
what my girlfriend has.
My celebrity love out. I'm watching that. She never watched the news. I was like, I just like Nikki Burdine. She's not like, she just, it's BU. DINE. I just think she's a pretty girl. I mean, she's just a normal Nashville news anchor. And she's better than Sports Center. I think
Is this her?
Yeah, she's a pretty girl.
Right here?
Yeah, I mean, she's fine. Yep.
Okay.
I mean, she's fine.
That's not the best picture of her right there. However, she's pretty.
It's better than the girl I graduated with. I think she's a model. So, no, I just think that it was more of a joke, and my wife got hot about it. What do you mean? I was like, she's a Nashville news anchor. It ain't like she's some celebrity, I went, well, I mean, Lindsay. Would you wake up on the wrong side of the bed? We're really picking a fight about Nikki Burdine.
Yeah.
But anyway, her and Megan posted a thing on their Instagram one day or TikTok. Says, try saying these without sounding sarcastic.
Okay.
That's great. Say it to somebody. Like, how would you say it?
Oh, that's great.
No, try to say it without sounding sarcastic.
Oh, that's great.
See,
I can, yeah.
Good for you.
Good for you, buddy.
Did that sound sarcastic when I said it?
Yeah, it did when you said it.
How about when I read it, I say, good for you.
I don't know. It's something about your face.
Say, have fun.
Have fun.
Let's just take turns here.
Yeah. Something about your face looks sarcastic. Let's see.
Fascinating.
Fascinating.
That's
fascinating.
I had to fake hard on that one.
Yeah, you did. And I could see it.
Because fascinating is a stupid word, really. And I know I screenshot it in between words, so just,
Let's
use your bifocals.
Well done, you.
You're so believable.
I know.
Let me see.
I'm one of the most sincere people you'll ever meet.
Good luck with that.
Yeah, you know, if you said that to me like that, I'd go, you know, that guy's an asshole. You know, as I was walking away.
Can you see the one below that? I see it. Make sure you see it in your bifocals.
That sounds thrilling.
Yeah, that sounded like you were being a prick.
Yeah,
And what a shame.
yeah.
I can't help it. I'm dry. Okay.
Yeah. What a shame.
That's pretty funny though.
Yeah,
it,
that's
it
pretty
can
good.
completely take your context of something. So
Yeah.
I don't know.
You know, I like those ones also where they'll go, where they'll change the inflection that they're saying on every word of a sentence. They'll put a different,
Oh yeah.
different emphasis on a different syllable while they're talking.
So, what'd you say?
Different emphasis on a different syllable while they're talking.
Pretty impressive.
Yeah.
Oh man. Well,
Anything else?
I would just like to probably say we are 9 days away,
Woo!
10 days away from the North Springs Music Festival.
Are you
headline.
excited?
Man, the weather's looking. So if you're fretting, if you're on the fence, baby, because of weather, let me look at the weather for you real quick on AccuWeather, Whitleyville, Tennessee, October 23rd. You're gonna be looking at 67 degrees, partly cloudy, low of 46.
That's nice.
That's nice.
That's nice fall weather.
Tweeter would say it's real nice.
it's nice.
It was 70 earlier today, so it's dropped a little bit to 67. I'm looking at this every single day of my life.
Oh, I guarantee you.
So, you know, if you didn't hear, North Springs Music Festival is headlined by Alex Williams, Julie Roberts, Rye Davis, Logan Halstead, Addison Johnson, who's on tour with Jay Sneedy soon. If you didn't know that, the Smoky Knights, Caleb Leanne, and Mike DeMeza. Sounds like a hell of a time to thank our sponsors, Lucas.
I would say, isn't there some people helping you out with that?
Happy Sack, Clay County Farm Supply, Yankum Custom Tackle, JB's Barbecue, Rolling Dough Pizza Company, Winona Thomas, Prime Perimeters LLC, McFarland Creek Outdoors, Keith Farms, Browning Repair Service, TNT Diesel, Fox Florist and Gifts, Realty Firm and Auction, Gainsboro, The Dairy Burger, Anderson Upper Cumberland Funeral Home, Mission 931, Katrina's Closet, H&H Hardware and Lumber Company, Brown's Farms, Hannah Smith Hair Haven, Tennessee Diesel Performance, TriStar Beverage, Miller Family Dentistry, Tierra Brown Attorney at Law, RBS Market, RBS Wine and Spirits, 12 Degrees Tavern, Brenda Keith, Don Franklin Chevrolet, Johnson's Auto Parts, Duffer Excavating, Dent Force, Brick Nutrition, Bray Family Health and Wellness, Music City Toys and Collectibles, Hermitage Springs Grocery, Vita Hicks, Jimmy White Attorney at Law, Amonette's Eagle Auction and Realty, Macon Collision, Cutting Edge Metalworks, Country Cabin Market, and last but not least, with the best catfish around, Helen's Restaurant.
Get them, Helen. You got a big show coming up, dude.
Damn, it's going to be a big one, man.
What about the barn sale?
Yeah, hit that barn sale up. Sweet Bells Farm Sale on Friday at the same residence, 5779 Jennings Creek Highway, Whitleyville, Tennessee.
Cross the road.
Across the road, it's going to be from 10 to 7 on Friday and 9 to 2 on Saturday. Come buy you some funky junk. Buy all of Lucas's sisters'
bow ties and shirts and everything she does. She's really talented.
There's so much stuff.
She's so talented.
SBFS.2021 on Instagram and Sweet Bells Farm Sale on Facebook. They've got
come get you some stuff.
All the vendors, baby. Come spend that money. I said spend your husband's money, your boyfriend's money, husband and your boyfriend's money.
Or yours.
Yeah, if you want them independent women.
Oh, yeah.
But, hey, we've got two men's, Brotique at a Lafayette and Molly, Trail Gentleman, Molly Hicks. Molly
Say it one more
Cooper's
time. Taylor Gentleman.
Taylor Gentleman? Is it?
I don't remember. I looked at it the other day.
I thought it was trailed.
It could be.
Well, I don't want to get him wrong. Let's go off the air on a proper function here.
Yeah. I tried to read it in passing and I couldn't put it together.
It's the Trail Gentleman.
Okay.
I'm right again. Per usual.
He's got a neat little bus that he drives around in.
I was hoping you'd be a little confrontational on that. But
I'm not. I don't have any confrontation every day. I ran 2 miles before you got here, so I've run all my confrontation out.
Well, I drank 3 beers. I never drank on this podcast. But
not anymore, you don't.
But today...
I had almost thought you may have quit drinking.
Well,
so I've been asked 2 or 3 times whether or not I'm coming to your show, by the way.
Yeah, you are.
I'm not. I'm not going to be there.
Me and Josh are going to come. Well, me and Josh are going to come get you.
Okay. I'll bring my own vehicle. That way I can leave.
Well, how about you do that, Clint Fraley?
I might.
Do it. Drive yourself down there, Clint Fraley, and leave when you want to leave.
I might. I don't know. All right, everybody. We love you. Thanks for listening.
Venmo us.
And we'll go eat some Indian food on your dollar. All right, everybody. See you later.